Welcome back to the Film Geek Halloween Special, and I'm keeping with the theme of underrated gems with this not-so-typical creature feature, 2008's Splinter.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Tell me you remember the spare tent.
No.
Motel. Come on. Come on.
Hey.
Splinter is directed by Toby Wilkins, and it's starring Shea Whigham, Jill Wagner, Paleo Costanzo, and Rachel Curbs. In an isolated gas station, a small group of people try to survive the attack from a strange mold-like creature. Director Toby Wilkins has said that the original script was more of a classic siege film, but the movie did intrigue him. The original monster was much more of a generic monster, and Wilkins decided to incorporate an idea a friend of his and himself were working on about a parasitic monster. He thought a creature that could control the victim's body would be much scarier than one that just kills it. It also gave Wilkins the ability to add more horror to the creature's movement when it takes control of the host. The parasite doesn't understand how the human body moves, so it adds a little bit of body horror to a normal creature feature. To choreograph the strange jerky movement of the creature, Wilkins used several different performers, from a gymnast to a mime. With most of the effects being practical, this helped the creature have a very unique and horrifying look. Splinter was released October 31st, 2008 in the United States, and it grossed about $500,000 worldwide. Now, whether or not it was released in theaters worldwide, I have no idea. Like I said, I couldn't find a lot of financials on this film, but enough about all that. Who gives a crap? What did I like about this movie? Well, first off, let's talk the creature in this film. We go from basic to very complicated with the idea on how this creature works. It gives us a very cool concept and doesn't even let us know what's going on, to be perfectly honest. The film just throws you right into the mix with this creature, and everybody kind of learns about it as the film progresses. It starts off as just this black goopy substance that shoots off these splinters into its victims, and then it takes control of their bodies and uses them to gain more victims, because this mold-like parasite feeds off the blood of the host as it's controlling it, right? This thing is freaking wild. And not only that, but this creature could just keep building more dead body parts onto it. Or just, any old dead body part. Like there's a whole part in the movie where you're terrorized by a severed hand. The film really does a great job of just letting you learn more about this very unique creature as the film progresses, just like the victims in the film. Now, most of the effects in this film are practical. There are some moments of CGI, but most everything in this film is a practical effect. The creature and the gore and such. And let me tell you guys, there's a lot of crazy body horror gore to be found in this movie. If you're someone who really digs very weird alien type of body horror, you might like this. I mean, this film does kind of sit around. It kind of teeters with cosmic horror just a little bit, just like it teeters with body horror just a little bit. The film likes to throw in all sorts of different elements to different types of horror movies to make this not such a typical creature feature. So yes, the practical effects are very, very solid. The gore is on point, and even for those of you who are real heavy gore hounds, this movie is pretty vicious. The setting of this film is also outstanding. By placing the film in this isolated gas station, it adds to the tension and all of the atmosphere for this film. You don't know if anyone's ever going to show up to help these people, because they're literally in the middle of nowhere at this gas station with the attendant and two other people. The film starts off with a couple just going along, and then they're carjacked by two other thieves. So carjacked thieves and this couple end up at a gas station. So you have these four people that do not like each other at all, except for the couple. And then they get into this whole crazy situation. And you know what? They have likable characters. Even the bad guys are kind of likable. They're those relatable kind of criminals. And then you have the heroes, I guess you would say, of the story. There is no real jerk. You actually feel bad for pretty much everybody, unless you didn't really get an established character out of a villain. But most of the established characters, if something happens to them, you do kind of feel bad for them. And I think that's good in a movie like this that really is just pecking off people one by one to, accomplish horror. So when the characters are likable and it makes you feel a little something, kudos to you, director. So if you're looking for a unique, different kind of creature feature to watch this Halloween, this is definitely the movie for you. And if you happen to be a member of Amazon Prime, you can watch this right now for free. If you're not a member of Amazon Prime, you can still find it there for rental, plus Vudu, Google, YouTube. I mean, it's pretty well at any of your rental services that you see out there. Okay, guys, well, that's all I have for you today on the old Halloween special. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.